I'm here today with my friend Monica. How long have you been playing music?
32 years now.
32. What got you into music?
Really, I started because my mom wanted me to learn to play violin.
Mm-hmm.
Her father played violin and he passed away before I was born. So that's why violin was specific for her. For me, I just knew that I loved music and I wanted to play anything. So that's how I chose my instrument.
Have you had any formal education when it comes to your violin?
Yes, I started in the public schools, in elementary school, and I took orchestra all through the rest of my academic, all the way through high school. And I also took private lessons while I was in high school, so I had a teacher that gave me one-on-one lessons for 4 years.
Okay. Has there been any obstacles along the way for you to practice your art?
Not as far as practicing goes. I wouldn't say there were any obstacles. I mean, it definitely is a commitment, especially the violin. I would dare to say it's probably the most difficult instrument to learn. So making time to practice, you really get what you put into it.
Okay. Have you noticed any cultural or gender biases in music?
Definitely, I would say so. I feel like there's both. My genre right now is mariachi.
Mm-hmm.
I started playing classical.
What is mariachi?
So mariachi is a Mexican folk music,
Mm-hmm.
and that's my focus right now. I'm a professional musician within that genre, and there I feel like there's definitely both. So as a Mexican American, I'm of Mexican descent and born here in the United States. I really have a lot to prove to both cultures because Americans see me as a Mexican and Mexicans see me as an American. So there are a lot of times that maybe Americans don't think that I speak English or don't feel like I can be an educated musician because I'm playing Mexican music. And there are Mexicans that feel like I can't feel in my soul this music because I wasn't born in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
So there's both on that. Now, as far as gender bias, in mariachi music, it's predominantly a male genre. It started only males were the only mariachi musicians. So it's kind of shifted. The very first female mariachi group was probably in the early 1900s, but they were so few and far between to see a female mariachi. And even now, I'm the only female in the group that I play with, and it took me 10 years to get into that group to really kind of prove my worth. And even after I joined the group, it's been a struggle. I don't feel like I have to prove myself anymore. I feel like I've kind of earned my position there in the group, but it took probably 3 or 4 years of playing in that group. I've actually been told to my face that this was no place for women.
What's your beliefs on art in school?
Oh, I believe it's so necessary. I've actually done studies as an educator on art, all the fine arts, and starting them at a young age. And so I know through my psychology courses that with little kids from birth up until 3 years, when they don't utilize certain synapses in their brain, they go away through the pruning process. So the more you expose little kids to different types of things that they're not used to, you're setting them up for more success in life, for making different parts of their brain work for life. Like I said, when they don't use those, they go away and they're never replenished. So for me, that's a huge benefit to starting kids young with music, singing to them, playing music for them and different types of music, giving them little instruments to play with, even if it's just a little drum or a little xylophone, little toy piano. It's amazing how much that can benefit. Now in the later years, not the later years, but then say the next, maybe elementary school age, research has actually shown that when kids are involved in the fine arts, they're not only more well-rounded individuals, but they do better in school in general. So I just really feel sad that it's not in all of the elementary schools anymore.
What do you mean it's not?
Well, like orchestra and band and chorus, there may be like intramural, like before and after school programs, but not really as a set part of their day. I feel like just like PE is a set part of their day, music or art, any type of fine arts should also be incorporated.
Have you noticed a shift in education and having arts in school?
I feel like there's a huge correlation. I mean, I know that tests right now are the focus of, say, our state Department of Education.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody seems concerned that test scores are declining and achievement is declining. And I really feel like there's a huge correlation with the cutbacks from the fine arts departments.
So, what tools have you used to promote your art?
Really, social media has been huge for me in promoting my arts. I like to post pictures of us in our suits because we wear the traditional mariachi costume. Well, I hate to say costume, it's more of a uniform.
Mm-hmm. What's it called?
It's called the traje de charro, which means a suit. Literally, it means a suit of a cowboy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just any cowboy suit, but in the past, the Mexican cowboys that rode horses, but that were very wealthy, wore suits similar to what we wear today. So with the big sombrero and with the buttons down the side, sometimes they're silver, sometimes they're gold, and the three-piece suit. So for me, that means a skirt. Like I said, females weren't generally mariachis when they originated, but nowadays, when females are mariachis, they wear a long skirt that's to the floor because modesty is a part of the genre. So my hair is pulled back just like it is today, long skirt, a vest, a dress shirt with long sleeves, and a jacket.
What is your goal as an artist?
I really want to show young people
Mm-hmm.
what can be done, whether they're male or female, whatever their culture is. It's really important to follow your dreams. So that means really anytime that I'm performing, I like to connect with my audience in a personal way. Mm-hmm. So if I'm on a stage, I'm going to find people to make eye contact with and play for them or sing for them. Or, when I'm not singing, I like to make comments or little jokes or just somehow really connect. When I'm not in a show on a stage, it's the same thing. When we play at restaurants or wedding receptions, we generally go from table to table. I really like to, if there's kids, I'm always going to lean forward and play something for them because they always love that. Sometimes at first they're like, whoa, what's happening? Oh, this is awesome, and they clap and they giggle and they really love it. I want the people that I'm playing for to have fun. I want them to feel what I'm playing or singing about. It's very emotional for me.
When did you know you made it as an artist? When was that one point when you said, I'm an artist? I'm actually an artist.
That's a tough question. I mean, that's not really something that I think about. When I first started playing mariachi, when I made the switch from classical to mariachi, I had just graduated from high school and I didn't even know it was something that I could get paid to do. Mm-hmm. I was doing it out of sheer love. And so I've always carried that with me. It's something that I get paid to do now, but I'm not searching for fame. I'm not trying to gain popularity through my music. I really just want to share it. So for me, that was accomplished immediately. When I'm playing for people, I'm an artist.
I want to thank you for being here. Any parting words on somebody who wants to get into the arts?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure.
And for anybody that has an interest, you don't have to have... some people feel hindered to try any type of art because they feel like they don't have talent. There's always a way to tap into the talent that's inside you. Not everybody knows they have it, but it's there. And just like I said about playing violin, I think it applies for anything in life. You will get out of it what you put into it.
If you could, please share with everybody where they can view your music.
Well, we have music on YouTube. So my group's name is Mariachi Tenampa. It's right here. Tenampa. We have several YouTube videos from before I was in the group and now that I'm currently in the group.